Have you ever had your check engine light flicker, then disappear after you just looked at it wrong? Or maybe your car's been acting a little strange, and you're already dreading a huge repair bill. What if I told you there's a simple car reset trick mechanics rarely mention, yet it fixes 95% of common issues for free? You won't believe how easy this is, and it could save you hundreds of dollars. So car resets. What are they, and why do they seem like some kind of secret magic? Think of it this way. Your car isn't just a machine anymore. It's a rolling computer. It has a central brain called the Engine Control Unit, or ECU. This ECU is constantly talking to hundreds of sensors all over your vehicle, from the engine to the transmission to the wheels. Sometimes, just like your phone or laptop, these signals get confused. A sensor might send a temporary bad signal. The computer might have a momentary glitch, or a simple battery fluctuation can cause it to store a fault code, even after the problem has fixed itself. A car reset is basically just rebooting your car's brain. It clears out these temporary glitches and old error codes, forcing the system to start fresh and reread all the sensors. It's the automotive equivalent of turning it off and on again. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of problems can this simple reset actually fix? The list is surprisingly long. The most common one is that pesky check engine light. If the light came on due to a minor, temporary issue, like a loose gas cap that you've since tightened, a reset can often clear the light for good. It can also fix strange idle issues, where your engine RPMs jump up and down for no reason. This often happens because the computer has learned a bad idling pattern. A reset wipes that memory. Another big one is transmission hesitation. If you feel a lag or a jerky shift, it could just be the computer's shift logic getting confused. A reset can make it relearn the proper shift points, leading to a much smoother ride. Finally, it can clear all sorts of random sensor errors, from your tire pressure monitor to your parking sensors, as long as the sensor itself isn't actually broken. You'd be amazed how often these problems are just digital ghosts that disappear with a simple reboot, all without you paying a dime for diagnostics. All right, let's get to the good part. How do you actually perform this magical reset? There are a couple of ways, but I'm going to show you the easiest one that works on a huge range of cars, and you don't even have to pop the hood. It's often called a throttle body relearn, or an ECU reset procedure. First, get in your car and close the door. Make sure all accessories like the radio and air conditioning are turned off. Step 1. Turn the ignition key to the on position. This is the position where your dashboard lights up, but the engine is not running. Do not start the car. Step 2. Once the key is in the on position, press the gas pedal all the way to the floor and release it 3 times, all within about 5 seconds. Be firm and quick. 1, 2, 3. Step 3. After you've done that, just wait. You might notice some lights on the dash flicker, or you might hear some faint clicking sounds from under the hood. This is the car's computer system recalibrating. Just let it do its thing for about a minute. Then, turn the key to the OFF position. And that's it. The reset is complete. Now, you can start your car normally and see if the issue has been resolved. It's that simple. For some cars, an even simpler method is to disconnect the negative battery terminal for about 15 minutes, which also forces a hard reset of the ECU. But this pedal method is quicker and you won't lose your radio presets. So, why does this simple sequence of pedal presses actually work? It's all about communication. Modern cars use a drive-by-wire system, meaning there's no physical cable connecting your gas pedal to the engine. When you press the pedal, you're sending an electronic signal to the ECU. The ECU then decides how much air and fuel to let into the engine. Over time, the ECU can develop what's called learned memory, adapting to your driving style. But sometimes, it learns incorrectly or holds onto glitchy data. For example, if a sensor briefly reported an issue, the ECU might keep the car in a limp mode or run the engine inefficiently, even after the sensor is reading correctly again. The reset procedure you just performed is a specific command that tells the ECU to wipe its short-term memory and relearn the base parameters from scratch. It forces it to recheck the throttle position, the idle air control valve, and other critical sensors, effectively erasing the bad habits it picked up. It's not magic. It's just forcing the system to recalibrate and fix its own communication errors. Now, it's really important to be realistic. A reset is a powerful tool, but it's not a cure-all. It's crucial to understand when a reset won't work. This trick is for fixing software glitches, not hardware failures. If you have a true mechanical failure, like a broken belt, a leaking hose, or a physically damaged sensor, a reset will do absolutely nothing. The problem will come right back because the physical part is still broken. Similarly, if your car is low on essential fluids like oil, coolant, or transmission fluid, a reset won't magically refill them. Those warning lights are there for a reason, and ignoring them can lead to catastrophic engine damage. So, think of this reset as your first line of defense. If a warning light comes on, try the reset once. If the light stays off, great. You likely fixed a temporary glitch. But if the light or the problem comes back quickly, that's your car telling you there's a real, physical issue that needs to be diagnosed and repaired by a professional. Always know the limits. So there you have it. Before you panic and book a costly diagnostic appointment at the dealership, try this incredibly simple car reset trick first. It takes less than 2 minutes, costs absolutely nothing, and you might be surprised at how many annoying little issues completely disappear without you ever spending a cent. It empowers you to take the first step in troubleshooting and could save you a ton of time and money. Give it a try, and let me know in the comments if it worked for you. Thanks for watching Car Care Zone, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips that put you in the driver's seat of your car's maintenance. See you next time.